Hey everyone, this is Al Backness here, Managing Director of Architecture and Platforms here at KINETIQ. Welcome back to our series on fabric planning, where we are taking you into the day in the life of an FP&A organization on the solution. In this video, we're going to be talking all about driver-based planning and how operational drivers can be leveraged within fabric planning to drive towards revenue and cost for an organization. Before I get into the content of that, I wanted to take a step back and tell you a story about a major pain point that a pharmaceutical distributor client that we worked with faced on their top line revenue and costs. For this client, one of the metrics that was important to them to understand was their gross to net calculations, essentially understanding which SKUs were and were not profitable based on various different discount percentages that were being applied to them at a customer SKU level. The challenge that they faced was twofold. Number one, they were performing their planning within Excel, and the challenge was the number of data points they had to pull for customer and SKU level planning in this process. And number two, they did not know and did not have visibility into 20% of their SKUs and whether or not these were truly profitable to the organization, costing them 7 to 8 figures in top line revenue opportunity because of this. With fabric planning and connected planning, where we have our data located in one place, both for our actuals and for our planning, we can easily achieve this. And I want to show you a couple of examples of how this can be beneficial to your organization. For this one here, you can immediately see that we have the ability to drive towards our various different metrics right here to showcase the impact of revenue and costs. So for example, I can come in here and go ahead and make some assumptions around what exactly my units will look like for this particular product group right here. So I can immediately come in here, I can change my metric by 10% and immediately see the financial impact both on a revenue and a cost standpoint based on my price and cost assumptions. Not only that, but we also have the ability to be able to input various different formulas on here. So for example, I can come in here, I can insert a formula and put in, for example, a discount assumption. This can also be driven just from your data right here. Imagine now I can come in and put down 10% as my particular discount assumption right here and add that into the model. By adding that into the model and then going ahead and changing that right here, we can immediately see our results. We can also adjust the aggregation levels as to how this actually comes in here. So we'll assume that this is going to come in at 60% right here. What we can easily do with this model is we have the ability to be able to layer this item on. So I can come in here and multiply this by 1 plus the discount right here. So this is where we can build in business logic to be able to facilitate the various different calculations that we need to have in place for our model. Not only that, but we also have the option to be able to do product assumptions. One thing that comes with fabric planning is Power Table. This is a tabular input mechanism where we have the capability to be able to add in new records for our dimensions that are being used for planning. So imagine now you can come in here and you can go ahead and create a new product placeholder assumption. So let's say, for example, I want to add a new product. It's going to be added to the accessories product category. We can go ahead and assume a average sales price of $250 as well as a cost of $30, and then we can showcase the roll-up that we want this product to roll into. Not only can we do that, but we can also submit this for review. So there could be a review and approval process put in place for your organization where you can restrict what does and does not get submitted into your dimensionality when it comes to planning. So for this case right here, I can easily come in and go ahead and add in my new product on this. Heading back to our fabric planning sheet, we can immediately see that product placeholder available to us. And this is where we can go ahead and layer in our assumptions now. So by coming in here, I can go ahead and layer in my assumptions around what exactly my units are going to look like. I can also layer in any sort of price assumptions in place right here, cost assumptions, all within the same model right here to immediately model in exactly what that's going to look like. So what this means for your organization is that you can produce various different product placeholders to be able to simulate what driver-based planning can look like for net new product additions in your organization. So we hope you enjoyed this part of the video series. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you, and this is Alp signing.